afternoon, Shri Vivek Patnaik sir and Honorable Justice Ananga Patnaik. We welcome you to Kalinga Scroll. Can I ask you about your journey as a bureaucrat?
Yes, I joined civil service in 1966, more than 55 years ago. Well, as usual, I held various posts in the civil service, like sub-collector, ADM, project director, managing director, collector, director, secretary. I went and worked in Government of India. I also represented my country as the representative of India to the International Civil Aviation Organization. Then I came back and worked here as Secretary Energy when Mr. Biju Patnaik was the Chief Minister, when the power reforms began. And Odisha was the first state in India to bring power reforms. Then that is the time when private sector was opening up and liberalization had come to India. And in the energy sector, for the first time in India, a company by the name AES came and established itself in Odisha. It ran Eve Valley Thermal Power Project for many years. Then, of course, I left Indian Administrative Service and I joined as a member of the International Civil Service and posted as the director of the International Civil Aviation Organization. I stayed there for many years. And then I came back and I was appointed as the chairman of the Public Service Commission. This is my journey in this, you can say, in the domain of civil service, whether national or international. I've naturally seen changes taking place not only in India, but in the world for the last, we can say, 60 to 70 years. From the days of my student days. Well, the two big events have taken place. First is the collapse of the Soviet Union. And that brought in a new culture in the world. Increasing liberalization, privatization, also brought globalization. But it was a second event that was technology change, internet. And since then, rapid changes are taking place globally and also nationally. No region is free from it. One thing I notice that the aspirations across the world have gone up, from the poorest country to the richest country. And the women in particular have become extremely conscious. In spite of the fact there are lots of injustice that are being still given to them because of prejudice and the culture of the past which is still pervading, but they are streaming ahead. This is a big change which I noticed that.
See, I entirely agree with Mr. Vivek Patnaik that women are making a lot of advances, right, in respect to their rights. As you know, I have been appointed by the Supreme Court as the oversight authority for 3 mining districts where money is being spent for certain welfare activities. And I have gone down various districts and I found self-help women groups
Right.
are doing excellently well in the rural areas, whether it's fisheries, whether it's kitchen, or whether it's employing autos, right? And they were doing extremely well. And I asked them a question that whether they'd like to get a government employment or a company employment. They said no. We want to remain self-employed by our own entrepreneurial activities and we want to earn more. There's a big change in
Yes.
rural areas. They have come out from the house.
Another thing, I feel that women in the say lower strata of society, while they seem to be coming to the forefront, what would be your response to women in middle class, strata of society, so far as their, situation, or has the scenario changed? Has it improved for the better?
Future of women are very good. But my only request is that they should maintain the family culture. They should not maintain a family culture, and they should not disrupt the families. There a lot of splits are taking place, quarrels are taking place, families are getting disintegrated, right? And the increasing number of divorces. This should not happen. For the interest of society, family is a very important unit. And as somebody has said, that it is the greatest factory producing human beings, family. The growth of human beings is healthy if the family remains united and there are no quarrels between the husband, the wife, and the child grows up productively. They should not fight because of aspirational issues. Husband wants to go ahead in life, wife wants to go ahead in their own career. You should, right? But at the same time, you should not split the interest of the child.
You see, one factor which is responsible for various changes is the communication technology, which has caused globalization. And that is also changing the value system of the past. The value systems which existed during my time, my youth, or during my civil service career, is not the same value system today. It's changed. It is affecting everybody.
Right.
It is affecting women and men. Women are becoming independent and they have aspirations. They're doing extremely well. They're assertive with their rights. There is a conflict, naturally, when there is the family system which was traditional. You have some people who want to maintain the old tradition, and some people, the new generation, want to have new things. This is a transition. I agree. We have not transited completely. So family is a very important factor. The family must be maintained so the transition is smooth. This is my view. But another factor which is, since you are asking questions, changes that are seen what was there in the past. One change I see that institutions, traditional institutions, are under pressure.
Yes.
Either nationally or internationally. Nationally, not only in India, across the world, are the legislatures performing their duties properly? That's the question. Are the politicians are doing what they're expected to do? That's another question. The civil servants, are they the same? Have they changed? Judicial bodies, are they the same?
Considering the controversy that has been, surrounding the judges in our country, so what would be your response to the role played by our honorable judges? It seems that they are under some pressure.
The way the judgments are coming, the way the apex court and in some high courts are deciding matters and not deciding various important matters, shows that they are not keen to come out and protect the rights and liberties of the people. That should be the first priority.
Right.
In my opinion, judiciary's first priority is not development. That's government's priority. Judiciary first priority is not also corruption, right? Corruption removal is that of the government, the vigilance, the CBI and all that. Judiciary's role basically is to ensure that innocent person is not put in the jail. Liberties and fundamental rights of the people are protected. Right. And freedom of speech and expression is totally protected. There should not be any fear. This role, I'm afraid, the highest judiciary is not appreciating that this is the most important role. I wish they appreciate it. And for that, they have to have a commitment to these constitutional values. And unless you have that commitment, you can't display that courage to deliver right orders or take right decisions or deliver right justice to the people.
So while he mentioned this very important aspect which influences society, there is generally a disrespect across the world towards the existing norms, existing laws, existing system. Maybe under compulsion, maybe because of economic reasons, maybe because of political reasons, maybe because human values have changed. As I told you, institutions in the nation are under change. To some, it looks like a change towards deterioration. To some, it may look a transitional change for better. That's another question. Even the multilateral institutions like United Nations and various other multilateral institutions, is there respect for them? Look at, for instance, why in the 21st century, after COVID, which took so much of lives in the world, there should be war? The fact remains that this change has not taken place now. It is changing over a period of time. Rule of law, judiciary, is not only to be respected in the nationally, internationally. There is something called international law.
Yes, yes.
The Charter of the United Nations. You just check who are the countries who have violated the Charters of the United Nations more often. Is it a small country like Maldives or Bhutan or Tuvalu, or big country like United States or Soviet Union or erstwhile colonial powers? I have written many articles on the subject. So if that is where they set examples, so what do you expect? People in general will say, oh, this is what is happening, America is doing. This is what Russia has done. This is what China is doing. So it's affecting the people.
Right.
Whether ultimately what was for good or bad is very difficult to say. Good means good for whom and bad for whom. Good for whom, bad for whom.
So time will tell us
Tell that.
What is the...
And the technology is so rapidly changing. Now whether artificial intelligence is taking over, robotics are coming over, and the humans will be replaced in many places. How soon or how long? Very difficult for me to say, but it's taking place. Whether conquest over the space will be soon, whether during my lifetime I will see landing of men on the Mars, I don't know. But the fact remains, the change is taking rapidly.
Rapidly, right.
No, but technology and science must be used as a tool of human beings for human welfare.
Welfare, right.
Technology and science cannot be used in such a manner as to destroy human beings. That's the point.
So we can end on that note, a very positive note. Then thank you for being in the studio with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.